Hi everyone, Ellen from Ellen Mary Gardening. I'm now about to take some bags of manure down to my allotment, so I thought I'd give you a quick chat on how to use manure and why we use it, or any kind of organic matter on our vegetable beds and in our garden. Manure provides some plant nutrients and it helps growth and it suppresses weeds. So I love manure and I love soil, as you know, and so should we all, because without good soil we don't have good plants, we don't have good growth, and we certainly won't have good crops. So you have to plan ahead when you are going to manure your allotment. Now, most people will say that covering the ground in wintertime and then digging it in spring is the ideal time, but make sure that you never freshly manure a bed where you're going to grow root vegetables, because carrots and parsnips may come out in all kinds of different shapes and sizes, which are still edible but look kind of crazy. I kind of love those. But if you are going for the perfect looking carrot and parsnip, then you don't want to freshly manure your bed where you're going to be growing them. So basically I cover over my plots and then I dig it in spring. So you must make sure that the manure you use in your garden or on your allotment is well rotted, or it can ruin many freshly planted plants and vegetables. And if you're using it on garden plants, then never cover the plant, just mulch around the edges, otherwise they can suffer from scorch. So manure comes under the organic matter category in gardening. It's a group of kind of soil improvers and mulchers used in gardening. So if you're using it as a soil improver, it must be well rotted, because if it isn't, the nitrogen needed to grow great plants will be zapped. So for this purpose, so for soil improving, you can also use your own made garden compost, which is of course the best, or composted bark and lovely leaf mold after you've collected up all your leaves in the autumn time and allowed them to break down, and of course the well rotted manure. Really great way to feed your soil with great nutrients is using green manure. Has similar benefits to manure and other organic matter, and it is quite cheap, and it's pretty easy to grow green manure, which is basically a cover crop. So it also suppresses weeds and it fixes nitrates into the soil, which allows better growing the following season. And of course, sowing seed on your allotment is much easier than lugging around bags of manure, which is what I'm about to do here. But essentially, they all provide similar benefits. So love your soil.